Hey guys, look what arrived on our doorstep today. Some new Lensology lenses for our Oakley meta glasses. Let's jump to our overhead. All right guys, let's dive in and open this box. I've been really excited to get these lenses in my hand. So Lensology, I think, is a company in the UK, and there's been some really good talks about their lenses. I ended up ordering a pair of transition lenses for myself, and Lensology reached out to send me some other ones to check out and test as well. So let's dive into this unboxing here real quick. Let's see what comes in the box. Cool, a handwritten note. Thomas, thanks for getting in touch with us and being so energetic about our collaboration. We hope that you'd enjoy using these lenses. Please do get in touch if you have any questions. Warm regards, Jamie and the Lensology team. Thanks, Jamie. We're very excited to try these lenses and show them off in our community. Okay, so first bag, we looks like we have a Transition Grey S lens. Put that on the side for a second. Another one, we have a Lensology Transition Grey S lens. Have this aside. And then we have a Transition XTRActive Blue Mirror. I'm actually really excited. That seems like my ballpark right there. Transition XTRActive Blue Mirror. So I'm assuming there's a left and a right in each one of these. Transition X-Ray Gray. Awesome. So what else is in here? I didn't expect anything else in here. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Let's zoom in a little more on this. Little Lensology case for your glasses. It has a nice, really nice texture to them too. Not sure if the Ray-Bans are going to fit in there, but also a little Lensology rag. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely don't think the Oakleys are going to fit in, but definitely for my other glasses I have. I really like the texture. It's really nice. A little certified authenticity transitions card with a QR code and a Echo cleaning lens kit. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we have our Transition Gen S Gray. Then we have a Transition XTRActive Grey. And then we have an Transition XTRActive Blue Mirror. We have our Synology case here, our Eco lens cleaning kit. Hey, just wanted to jump in there real quick and say thank you to Jamie and the Lensology crew. We're really excited to try out these lenses and share our findings with our community. Thanks again, and let's jump back into it. Guys, I went ahead and opened all the lens bags. I didn't peek yet, but let's dive in. So let's take a look at this Transition Gen S Gray lenses here. Zoom in a little bit. They're in some little Ziploc bags. Right off the bat, I'll say that these look a lot more clear off the bat than my Apex transitions, which are actually in the frame right here. And I don't know if you could tell, but side to side, it seems like there's a little more tint to the Apex. And they've been sitting inside for a while. The edges feel nice and smooth. They look really clear. So that is the Gen S Gray. We're going to go ahead and throw these in front of a UV light here shortly. Let's organize this a little better. Let's get a cloth down here and we'll keep it like that. All right, so the next one, row queue up, is the Active Grays, the XTRActive Grey. And again, the same thing, they're really clear. I'm already getting more excited about this. Yeah, you really can't tell the difference side by side, but we're going to go through the process of testing these after the fact. All right, these Transition XTRActive Blue Mirror. These are the ones I'm kind of excited about. And again, these look like super white in the bag. Really excited about this, guys. So I could see, let's see if I could catch the light a little from you guys. Probably can't tell, but the reflection of my lights in the mirror, I do see a blue reflection from the light. That's what we have going on here. So on the top, we have the Trans Gen S Gray, the XTRActive Grey, and then the mirrored blue on the bottom. So we can't judge anything like this. They all look exactly the same. Except the mirrored, I do see some blue and purple reflection off of them from lights from the other side. They do seem, the blue seems more solid blue. All right, let's move this over to our UV light and throw them on a timer for a little while. All right, guys, so we're back with our overhead set up with our UV light. So again, we're gonna run through the same test we did with our Apex lenses with the Lensology here. We're gonna put them through a 2-minute timer of them getting dark and then another 2-minute timer of getting light. I feel 2 minutes is a pretty good gauge on how fast things get dark. Some people say 10 minutes to perfectly clear, but in 2 minutes, I wanna see where I am. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and turn our UV light on. Okay, lights on. We're starting our timer. I'm gonna turn off our natural light. To me, like, we're already into this and they seem a lot darker out the gate. Let's wait till the 2-minute timer's up and then we'll go ahead and pick them up. We'll pick them up and put them in front of the cardboard and see how much we see through it. And we'll turn on our regular light just to see. Right now, we're just shooting UV light at it. The light in the room is hardly on. There's no UV coming from anywhere else, but right now, right above it. Okay, so now we're at the 2-minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and start from the left and pick them up. Let's try to turn a light on here too. So the light's right in front. I don't know if that helps or makes it look over the middle. It does have a nice dark shade to it. It looks a lot darker out the bat. Okay, now the XTRActive Grey, to me that looks like a nicer tint to it. And then the mirrored. Okay, so mirrored is kind of like the reflections in it from light look like they're more blue, but it's not like they're blue polar, like the lens itself is blue. We'll have to see when we put this on and if they change the color in any way. Looking through it, it doesn't look like it, but that's pretty solid. I mean, I'm happy. I could see like the reflection of my hand in the mirror, and there's a blue tint to it. So I think it will give you a little bit of style with these Oakley glasses that we're looking for something to break up the look. But again, let's see, can we put that up like that? I don't know if this really tells the story too much, but let's give something else. So when we turn off the light, so I'm going to turn off restart the counter now and turn off the light. So the UV light is off, resetting the count. Now I still have a regular light pointing at it. The idea is regular light's supposed to also affect the transition itself. So I do have regular light still going, pointing at the lenses. The question here is, how fast is it going to go back to clear? The Gen S Gray looks like it's almost there now. If I understand correctly, I think the XTRActive ones are the ones that will work through a windshield. So it makes sense that the Gray has gone back to clear already in under a minute, and the other ones have not, because they're still getting light. So at the 2-minute mark, I'll throw a cloth over the lenses that are on the mat. We'll just wait 2 minutes and see what they look like when we come out the other side. So I got my two little cloths ready, 54. I think that's probably good. We will reset the counter again. I don't think it needed that long at all for the Lensology lenses. I'm pretty impressed so far. And I still have the light going here, so you could still see the XTRActive lenses are still getting lighter. We can almost see the mirror. It also has a little brown tint to it. It doesn't look like it's a gray tint. It looks like it's a brown. I have not put these on. I have not wore them yet. So we're just doing this test. We'll come back to that later on. So I have the feeling that the XTRActive lenses, that's probably as clear as they're going to get with actual light. All right, guys, so we're about there. We're at that 2-minute mark. Let's go ahead and pull stuff off. So to me, it looks like it didn't really matter. What do you guys think? Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm outside in the sun because I wanted to show you firsthand on how the Lensology's transition lenses fare. So they've been in this box for a while. I'm going to pull them out, put them on, leave them on for about 2 minutes and let you guys know what I think. Here we go. So as you can see, they're super clear right now. Right off the bat, they start getting pretty dark. I think they transition darker than most of the lenses I've tried. Maybe not at the end, but at the very beginning, like they get a decent, darkness for lack of a better expression. They seem to get dark faster than others. Maybe not as dark, but so far, these are my favorite lenses. Let's get a little timer going. Hey Siri, timer, 2 minutes. So I'm directly in the sun. The sun is about, 2 o'clock. To me, we're in Southern California. It is about 10 a.m. It's been a hot week in the 90s this week, so I trust it will be again. But have you guys picked up a pair of Oakleys yet? What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. Have you tried some other lenses? Again, we're pretty happy with these Lensology lenses. We've tested a few other ones that were okay as well. These seem to transition faster and give you a little more darkness. I think a lot of the other transition lenses start about like 5% out the gate when you put them on, and I think these start off a lot clearer, if not the clearest I've seen. And these are blue mirrored transition lenses. I don't know if you could really see the sun in my glasses or not, but I'm liking them a lot. Oakley and Meta just started their pre-orders a day or two ago for the other colored lenses. Have you guys? Well, there's our 2-minute mark. So like I was saying, a day or two ago, they started pre-orders for the other colors. I did end up putting a pre-order in for the clear version, and we'll see how that looks. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the white ones with the blue lenses or the blue mirror transition lenses? I'm kind of excited about the clear ones. It's kind of what I wanted out the gate, and I got these as like a middle ground to them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys waiting? Are you trying to hold out for the new Ray-Ban version 3? Which are slated, I think, to release or be announced at the Facebook Connect, the Meta Connect, which is in September, a couple of weeks away. Are you guys holding out for that? Are you jumping on board on the Oakleys? There hasn't been much talk about any new features in the new version of the Ray-Bans. Yes, there's another version that's going to have some AR functionality, but the versions that we're using that don't have the AR, is there going to be any new features, or is it just what we're getting in the Oakleys in the Ray-Bans? All right, guys, till next time, take care.